Hello traders, this is Trader K. Today I'm back with a new video, or you might say a very crucial content. If you are doing your research, this might help a lot. Okay, so this is Trade Like Gann website, and we are in the Master Stock course. Okay, the importance of this material is like off the roof. Okay, but today I want to uh, talk about, or let's say I want to read and point out a couple of things from specifically one chapter, the chapter 6, natural resistance level and the time cycle points. Okay, so this is in the page number 181. I don't think the page number here actually matters that much because this is just a collection. Okay, so we are just going to that part. Okay, so let's go to page number 181 minus, so it's 55. So this is chapter 6, natural resistance level and the time cycle point. This should be a very important study for you. Okay, if you are studying time and price, or you can say if you are studying the law of vibration, most of the content what I am going to cover today is strictly related to the law of vibration, or you can say the upper levels of W.D. Gann's uh, techniques and tools. Okay, so let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. I think this should be good enough for us. So starting, we find this chapter. He starts talking about the natural resistance levels and the time cycle points. So you see how this LOV and this sections work is, give me a minute. So everything works in this section is like this. Okay, so price goes up and price comes down, right? This is how what happens in the market. But here time also goes up and down. Okay, so this is time going down. Okay, so where we have blue lines above, this area means is time in this section is going down, and this section the time is going up. Obviously the main trend will be slightly larger than the counter trend, right? So this has to be kept in mind before we go deep dive into the study. Okay, so the resistance levels below are, I'm not going to read all of these. Okay, uh, I'm going to specifically point out where you should focus, but you should definitely read the entire thing. When, see, this part is crucial. Okay, when man first began to learn to count. Okay, so he's talking about the origin or anchor, you might say. He probably used his fingers, counting 1 to 5 on one hand and 5 on the other hand, equals to what? 10. Keep in mind. Okay, it's 10 divided by 2. He has given 5 two times. Then counting 5 toes on one foot and 5 on the other. So this becomes what? 20, right? 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 fours. I mean 4 fives equals to 20, which made 10. He added 10 and 10 together. Okay, this is something really crucial going on here. Okay, 10 and 10. See, this is 30, this is 20, which he made 20 equals to what? 50. See, 20, 30, 20 equals to 50. Multiplying by 5 and multiplying by 5 and 10 all the way through. So he is giving you something here. He's giving you something here. He was just adding, right? In this entire zone, he was just adding. 1 plus 1 equals to 2. Here he starts multiplying. Okay, keep that in mind. The basis of figuring led to the decimal system. So this was the basis, okay, which works out our 5, 10, 12, 20, 30 and other yearly cycles. Notice here 5 multiplied by 2 equals we get 10. 10 multiplied by 2 equals we get what? 20. Why 30? Why not 20 multiplied by 2 get 40? Why 30? And the other cycles as well as the other resistance points. See, that was what I was actually explaining before. He is actually using time and price in exchange of others. Okay, so sometimes he's talking about price points, resistance points. Sometimes he's talking about time. So he's mixing everything together. Okay, and see the word man here a lot of times here, right? A lot of times. Again, man's basis for figuring is 100 on par on stock and $1 as a basis of money value. You see, in this entire zone, we have 5, 10, 12, 12, 20, 30, whatever. So the number 1 does not actually being reference here. Okay, is not actually talking about 1. Rather, you can say is more using 100 here. Okay, so this is what comes to my mind. 100. Okay, man's basis for figuring 100 on dot 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 100 as a basis of money value. Again, the word value might mean something. Therefore, the 1/4, 1/8, 1/16th point are all important for tops and bottoms and for buying and selling levels. Okay, he's giving you actually a system, kind of a system. We'll see all of these in the chart. But first, let's go through the contents. I think we'll not be needing it anymore. Taking the basis of 100. See what I mean? 100, 100, 100. The most important points are 25, 50, 75, which are 1/4, half, and 3/4 of what? 100, right? The most important points are 33, 66, which is 1/3, and 2/3 point. Okay, so he's adding the quarterly point of 100. Okay, and then he's adding the thirds as well. Okay, So he's adding every possible numbers. So if we try to complete this sequence, which is like 25, 50, 75, and 100 from 0, right? We get these numbers. And he is also telling us to include 33 and 66. So if we clear out everything and write down just the sequence, 0, let me use a different 25, 50, 66, then he has 75, 100, and I think I missed 33 here. Okay, so this is what we got, right? Let it, because we are going to test out this theory, and let's see if it works like a WD Gann cycle. Okay, so let's meet you in the chart. Since we only have a sequence, okay, and we don't have 0, but first let's write down 25, 33, 50, 66, 75, 100. Okay, we only have this one sequence, and we don't know how to anchor and where the sequence might start. Then we don't know, is it going to go in a high low manner, or is it just going to show us very important tops and bottoms. Okay, so let's test out. You see, before testing out anything, I would like to start, since I don't know any starting point, I think I'll start from somewhat neutral or starting point kind of phase of a cycle, because in every technical analysis concept or everything like that, it, this portion is going to be an anchor, okay, or start. So now let's start drawing, because this is slightly like 20 to 25 bars I'm going to count. That means it should have roughly like 2 to 3 days of ARP. Let's keep that in mind. So from 0, let me just time and date. From 0 to 25. Where do we hit? 25, 24, 25th, 7th. Okay, that's fine. And it looks good, right? Then we go down to 33, right? 33. That means 33 bars. Let's use another tool to keep track from this anchor, because if I count the rest of the numbers from 25 to 33, then it could be a mess. Okay, so this should be 33, roughly this bar. The next one is 50. and we are counting calendar days only. Okay, from here it seems like we have a top, but it looks off. Okay, but let's continue at least one complete cycle. 50, 66, 66 might be this. So this is like 66. The next one would be 75 right there. And this could also be orb. Okay, that's why I'm counting it from the bottom to 100. This bar. Okay, to me, this sequence does not look that good. Okay, but let's say if I find consistency in testing this, you can see I have tested this in 19 and 88. Okay, so we have a lot of space to test out in the future, and and if it keeps repeating, then we might have something special. This could be one. Okay, this could be one of the important thing that we can test. Another thing what I'm going to show you is something a little bit different than this. Let's see. So you see we have all the numbers written down here, all the quarters and third points. So could it be that he is not giving us this entire sequence here? It is something a little bit different than that. But let me show you what I mean. If I just sum all of these numbers, we have to count 0 because it started from there, right? 349 days. Okay, 349 days, which is pretty close to our year 356 days, right? How many days we are missing out here? 7 days, right? This and this 7 days could be orb, this 7 days could be an addition to any one of these, or maybe in a proportion to this, then we get what? This could be a yearly cycle, right? This could easily be a yearly cycle. Okay, this is one purpose, and if just if we don't do it this way, but rather if we count, what he is giving us is points of like importance. From what point? This is some random shape. This is what? 0. This is 0. And this is what? 100, right? This is what this line is, right? And he is giving us key points in the line. So what he could actually mean is, remember W.D. Gann speaking about everything is 360 degrees. Remember, if you don't, go ahead and read the book. Go ahead and read the book Tunnel Through the Air. You'll find it there. Okay. So if everything is 360 degrees and he is telling us that this 0 and 100 is also a circle, that means, and also he is giving us these points means he might be giving us this length not correct, but the point could be correct, right? Because if this length is correct, we already tested 0 to 100, right, in the market, and first we have to test that thoroughly, then you will know if that is a good one or not. If not, this could be a case that this is 0 and this is maybe, let's say, 360 or 356, which is what, year. And this, do you think this number 360 is a year? This is for you to find out as well. What does this 360 means in a year context? Does it mean a year? So this could be 0 and 360, and these proportions, these fractals applied in between, right? So if we just do some basic math here, let me just do it off the camera. Okay, so what I mean is from 0 to 100, if we use the cycle length of 100, by default these are the points, right? If we use 360 as our cycle length, we get a couple of other different numbers, right? Or maybe we could use 356, or maybe you can use other numbers, right? So I keep it to your imagination and discoveries of the WD Gann's contents or uh, materials that he has left us. Okay. One more thing, one more number that I would like to show you is, we are in the same chapter. This is just the third page of that chapter. Okay. You see the circle of 360-degree, and he is trying to divide the circle maybe in 12 levels. He has given us a couple of lengths, you see, 180 months or 15 years, 20 years, half of that, 30 years, and he keeps going. Okay, any one of these could also be your cycle length of this format, what I just showed you, or maybe the length or system that I showed you, this one I mean, is maybe the reference points or the fractals of this cycle length. Maybe that is wrong, or maybe something is missing off from there. But what I am trying to show you here is how to do the calculation, okay, and how to try to find something crucial by being or trying to think like WD Gann. Okay, so I'll left you here, and very best of luck with your research, and I'll see you soon. Have a great day.